social dogs on Earth lives elsewhere. This is India. Exotic, mysterious, home of the tiger, and the haunt of a red ghost. One of the most elusive and least understood canines in the world. It's the Asiatic wild dog, or dhole, and despite its size, about that of a medium domestic dog, the dhole is a killer not to be toyed with. In packs, it has been reported to kill leopards and even tigers. And through pack work, the dhole gets its tremendous strength and killing potential. But like its African counterpart, this wild dog cultivates its deadly ways in a world of canine kindness. Dholes have been filmed caring for a paralyzed pup for months after it would normally have died. Many a human disappearance was assigned to the packs of the red dog during the colonial era. But more recently, another wild dog of India became a suspect in a rash of deaths of children. In Uttar Pradesh in 1996, 76 children were attacked and 46 died. A horror committed by a mysterious man-eater. At its peak, the serial killer was taking a child every 3 days. In India, man-eating leopards and tigers are common. Hyenas and jackals too came under suspicion. But fur found at the scene of one of the crimes, examined under electron micrograph, didn't match the fur of leopards or tigers, or hyenas or jackals. It was wolf hair. This is the Indian wolf, a subspecies of the grey wolf found more commonly in North America and Europe. Where the pressures of human population have not overwhelmed the wilds, the Indian wolf's favorite food is the black buck antelope. Wolves are notoriously shy of humans, and records of wolf attacks are extremely rare. Even the villagers of Uttar Pradesh refuse to believe that wolves could have done it. But there were wolf prints and wolf hair at the scenes of the crimes. Wolves were shot and the killing stopped. In this poor place, human needs have largely driven out the wolf's normal prey. Here too, adults must pay careful attention to the whereabouts of their domestic animals, the family's livelihood, leaving children to mind themselves. Perhaps a starving stray wolf and its pack stumbled upon one of these children and developed a deadly habit. Up next on Built for the Kill, the running dogs who kill in packs may be the most fearsome of predatory canines. But the most successful are often solitary hunters, assassins, who kill with spectacular feats of acrobatics. Wild canines, hunting in packs, create a kind of predatory perfection unrivaled on Earth. But the killer dog refuses to be categorized. This endlessly adaptable creature can make a remarkable lone assassin as well. These are the spectacular highlands of Ethiopia, the roof of Africa. It's a stunning natural fortress that harbors the last remnants of an extraordinary canine predator. It has long been called the simian or red jackal, but this rare dog's DNA tells a startlingly different story. It's far more closely related to the wolves of North America than to any wild canine in Africa, and should be called the Ethiopian wolf. Like its New World cousins, the Ethiopian wolf lives in socially cohesive packs. And when large prey was available in its range, it probably hunted in packs as well. But now it has been driven into the remotest highlands, where only 400 or so wolves survive on much smaller fare. Though these wolves get together for periodic greetings and border patrol, they go their separate ways to hunt. And their favorite prey is the bizarre-looking giant mole rat, a rodent almost as rare as its predator. Not very keen-sighted, the mole rat peers out of its burrow, apparently oblivious to the hungry wolf at the door. The wolf's hunting method? Pounce and dig like crazy. The mole rat can be dangerous when cornered, but the wolf is hungry. This peculiar rodent will be a fine meal for the wolf, but he has obligations at home as well. For while these wolves hunt alone, they still share their food with their family, sometimes bringing it home whole, so the lessons of the hunt can be passed on to the next generation. Half a world away, another lone wolf hunts on the brink of survival. Although this is a wolf in name only. Deep in Brazil's interior, in the vast grasslands known as the Cerrado, this enigma makes its home. The maned wolf is the last of its kind, a mysterious survivor from a class of wild dogs that goes back 6 million years. Black-maned and long of limb, this elegant creature has been called a fox on stilts. By far the tallest of the canines, the maned wolf's graceful construction is built for the kill. His high vantage allows him to see over the tall grasses in search of his prey. Local legend says this dog can kill with a glance, his eyes full of deadly magic. But his keen nose and large ears hone in on something moving. The maned wolf is not the only creature out tonight who is built for the kill. It's a pit viper, highly venomous, able to kill a human being, but to the wolf, a potential dinner. The maned wolf knows better than to try a frontal attack. He makes his move, going for the viper's tail and avoiding its lethal head. The viper, being eaten alive, makes a final futile strike. But the tall dog seems oblivious, perhaps even immune to its venom. Unlike virtually all of the other canid species, the maned wolves appear to be social loners, coming together only to breed, with the female raising the pups on her own. But they're certainly not the only solitary hunters in the dog family. It's a deadly specialty that falls to the spectacularly successful group of dog cousins known as the foxes. About 5 million years ago, two main branches of the dog family began to emerge, and the fox-like creatures began to separate from the wolf-like ones. Initially, the foxes weren't as successful as their wolfish cousins. But now that wolves have been eliminated throughout much of the world by human persecution, foxes have become the canny killers that scratch out a living on the fringes of civilization.